What's up, Channel Frederator? I'm Cade.
I'm Alyssa, and today we're talking about the new Marvel series and full-length featured animated film coming out in 2018 called Marvel Rising.
Marvel Rising. They uploaded a 2.5-minute clip of, basically some light animation. They showed off the cast, they showed off some producers. Like, what is Marvel Rising? I still don't really know.
Well, according to that clip, we saw that it's kind of like a younger team of misfits, heroes who are trying to figure out their powers, who they are, and it's just a way for them to connect to this type of audience that they haven't really connected to before.
Yeah, and they're all like kind of teenager like age, and so I would assume that they're going to be like dealing with a lot of like relationship things and like just discovering who they are with these new powers and things like that. It's not something that's a little bit like serious tone, I don't think, but you never know, right?
And they said in the clip how Marvel characters are about the character, and I feel like that's what this is. It's going to bring out more of that for a future audience.
It's not just about them being a superhero, but it's also about them being a person outside of those superpowers.
Yeah, so you can connect with them like as if this was real life.
So Teen Titans, but Marvel.
Yes, pretty much.
Which we'll talk about here in a second.
Yeah.
So they showed off a ton of the characters, and we're going to jump right into some of them. So first and foremost, Spider-Gwen, but she's going by Ghost Spider?
Yeah, everything says AKA Ghost Spider, but like, why? I guess when we see this little mini-series before the animated feature, we might learn a little bit more about Gwen Stacy.
Right, it's very interesting to call her Ghost Spider. I think that's a completely new term. Also, we have Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Squirrel Girl, Quake, Patriot, America Chavez, Inferno, and a couple more heroes that they showed in the little trailer teaser thing.
Also, animal sidekicks.
Animal sidekicks, like Lockjaw, which is pretty cool. So I think this is a really cool group of heroes. I think they're all new and fresh to Marvel. It's not like we're going back to Iron Man and Captain America again, and I think that's kind of interesting that they're going to do that.
I agree.
I agree. So in addition to a lot of the heroes, they also showed off a ton of the cast, and some notable people that we saw in that. We saw Dove Cameron as Spider-Gwen, which I was like, who's that?
I love Dove Cameron. You may know her if you watch Disney Channel. She's from Descendants.
Yep.
She's from Liv and Maddie, and she was also on Hairspray Live like around a year ago.
Of course.
And I don't know, I like her. I feel like she's one of those those prominent Disney Channel stars that are doing really well. You also have Boo Boo Stewart, who is also from Descendants, and he's playing Exile. And we got Chloe Bennett, who you may know from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as playing Daisy, aka Quake.
Right.
And she's playing Quake.
Again, I think that's really cool.
I mean, she's younger, so it's like interesting. Like, how is that artist? I mean, it's an alternate universe.
It's not like in canon with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or anything like that. But she does say like it's a younger version of Quake.
So she's excited. Chloe Bennett is very excited. I can tell.
Also, the bad guy Hala, which is Ming-Na Wen. You might know her from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well.
And she's also the voice of Mulan, if you didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I said it to Cade, and he is.
I didn't realize that she did any voice acting prior, but that is really, really cool that she does Mulan. So I want to quickly talk about previous Marvel animated series and how you think this one's going to stack up.
Yeah.
I think Marvel animated series as a whole, they haven't really been super popular. I don't think there's been like one where it's like, you have to watch this, except for like X-Men Evolution, but that's just my personal favorite. But generally they target like younger audiences, especially like with the Spider-Man that's going right now. Like a lot of the Hulk series, they were definitely like for the younger audience. So I'm interested to see if this is, going for that young audience or if it's going to be for like teens, like Teen Titans was.
I think like that's the direction it's probably going to go in because I feel like a lot of the cartoons that are on Disney XD for Marvel shows are like for kids, and this is probably geared towards the in-between like young adult teenage audience.
4 kids?
4 kids.
4 kids.
Great dub.
Dubbing it 4 kids. Yeah, I totally agree, and I really like the idea that they're introducing all these new heroes, and I think they could be doing that just to kind of warm up audiences to the idea of these new heroes and kind of move on from these older heroes. So when they start doing the Marvel Cinematic Universe after Infinity War, they can line up and say, hey, remember that Squirrel Girl from that cartoon? We're gonna do a movie now, and like it's not as weird, I guess. But the big question that I want to throw out there today, and something we want to talk about, and is this Marvel's answer to Teen Titans? Is it?
I mean, it could be. I mean, I was reading through the descriptions of each of the characters and what their powers are and who they're supposed to be, and it does sound like a Teen Titans group of people. Like you get like the leader, you get the one with like the psychic abilities, you get like the comedian, and it just seems like they're.
Who's a comedian?
Oh, you got Beast Boy.
oh, Titans.
Yeah. Well, I meant like in general, like there's
Right.
probably each of them have their own traits.
Like archetypes.
Yeah, and I feel like that's great for teenagers, young adults, so that they can relate to each one individually, and then when they work together, it's like, oh, they like blend together so well. So I feel like this is their version of like a Young Justice Teen Titans.
I totally agree, and I think Marvel probably saw that Cartoon Network was doing Teen Titans Go, and there's like an opening for this type of show.
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, like if they're not gonna do Teen Titans and like Ninja Turtles is kind of just over on Nickelodeon, like maybe we need a show like that, and let's put our spin on it, the Marvel spin on it.
The Marvel spin.
The Marvel spin. So I think so. I have my fingers crossed for the show for sure. I think it'll be really good. But we definitely want to hear from you in the comments below. Let us know what you think. If it's going to be Marvel's answer to Teen Titans. Now the big question is, when can we see this though? Right?
Yeah, I mean it says 2018, but
late 2018.
Yeah, but like the other question is where? Where are they putting it?
They haven't talked about that.
Yeah, it just
either.
says distribution partners like to be announced.
Yeah.
But like if it's at first like shorts.
Yeah, because there's
like,
4 6-minute shorts about Spider-Gwen specifically, and then an animated film.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna show her and then like meeting all these other characters and then building the team. So I feel like that could be either on YouTube or maybe just on the Disney XD app, like or the website, like somewhere where you can only watch those exclusively. And then I guess the film, like where do you put a film? Like it's Netflix.
You could air it on Disney XD. You could definitely do the Netflix route. I mean, I would say that it might be going on Netflix because, you know, I know Netflix wants more animated content, like look at Voltron, but also Netflix had a pretty close deal with Marvel with, you know, Punisher and Daredevil and Jessica Jones, right? But those are older audiences.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, the Disney streaming app, when's that coming out,
Yeah,
right?
I feel like that might be on there if that is coming out around the same time whenever they announce that, because it could be that thing that draws people.
Yeah,
like,
to
here's an
download the
exclusive
app.
thing.
Yeah.
Go watch it. You can only watch it here.
Yeah. And also every other Marvel movie.
Yeah, that's
like
pretty
who
much,
knows?
Pretty much how it's gonna work. Because I feel like the Netflix Marvel series are more geared towards a lot older and it's not for kids.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see, but definitely looking forward to the beginning of next year when we get those shorts around Spider-Gwen, and then of course the animated film, which is titled Marvel Rising: Secret Warriors.
Also,
be excited.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say also the one thing that's really different from Teen Titans is that the theme song for Marvel Rising sounds pretty cheesy.
Yeah. We will rise above these lights.
You don't even need to look it up, Cade. Just that's what it is.
Yeah.
It sounds very inspirational, which is what they're probably going for. But like Teen Titans theme song is very iconic, where it's very like gets you ready for the show and the action. Even like when they do the Japanese version and it's like funny.
Which is also really cool.
So I mean, it introduces you to the characters. So I don't know. This one sounds too much.
Little cheese. Little cheese.
I mean, they're rising, so.
Oh man. Well, anyway, check out the clip. It's on YouTube. It's about 2.5 minutes long, and it's really, really cool. And let us know in the comments below what you think about Marvel Rising. Could this be Marvel's answer to Teen Titans?
And also go to the pinned comment and tell us which hero you are excited to see.
Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl, obviously.
Probably Spider-Gwen, or AKA
Ghost
Spider.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching, and remember, Frederator loves you.